Jackie, even when she was a very young child, was extremely energetic and fun-loving and caring and compassionate.
Jackie was an extremely lively person. She had an incredible spirit that was very contagious. She loved to laugh and have fun and make sure that everyone around her was having a good time too.
I think the one word that would most describe Jackie to me would be amazing.
To me, she was joy. She was just a sweet soul.
Every time you're with her, you're laughing so hard your stomach hurt. Like, she just was the life of the party everywhere you went.
Her smile was everything. Her laugh, everybody always knew when Jackie was around because of her laugh.
If I had to pick one word to describe Jackie, it would be friendship.
Magnetic.
Honest.
If I had to pick one word to describe Jackie, it would be fun.
Spending time with her was always enjoyable. We miss her every day.
Jackie's cancer was acute lymphocytic leukemia, and what happened was cancer cells had invaded her blood and her bone marrow and were taking over her normal blood cells, which made it very difficult for her to fight off infection, produce platelets that would help with bleeding situations. And by the time she was diagnosed, the leukemia was very aggressive, and we realized that as soon as she was diagnosed, that her numbers were very high and she needed to start treatment right away. So after we got her to Roswell, it was shortly after she was admitted there and started her chemotherapy that they did tell us she was going to need a bone marrow transplant, that radiation and chemotherapy were not going to be enough to help her.
Unlike other forms of cancer where it's localized and surgery can usually be performed, her cancer was everywhere and it spread rapidly. It was a very infectious disease and very difficult to treat and to cure.
Jackie was diagnosed on September 28th, 2007, and she died less than a year later on September 6th, 2008.
And the night that Jackie passed, I felt so defeated and instantly lonely. And walking out of the hospital that night, I knew our lives were never going to be the same.
The foundation began and was initiated when Jackie was determined to have cancer and medical bills were uncertain, knowing that she had a severe disease that would have to be treated from a fairly extensive medical standpoint.
After Jackie passed away, the family, we all got together and tried to decide whether or not we were going to continue the foundation or dissolve it and donate the funds to Roswell. And we all decided that Jackie would want us to continue it.
Our decision to continue the foundation and continue helping others and raising funds for patients and continuing new research was not just important for the cause, it was important for us and for our family. That was one of, if not the most difficult times that we all went through. And to have this organization and to have her memory attached to it was an extremely powerful and moving thing to keep us moving forward at a time in which it seemed like all of our lives had stopped.
When things didn't work out the way we had hoped, we couldn't let it just stop there. We had to get together, we had to keep her memory alive, we had to keep her name alive, and because we loved her so much, we couldn't forget her.
The foundation has helped our family work through a lot of grief. We have worked really hard at making the events fun and trying to get people to come to not only help us raise money for a very good cause, but also to help us have them learn about Jackie because she was such an amazing person.
And that we were going to continue the foundation, at which point we set it up a little bit differently and set up our 4 points of the foundation.
The areas of the foundation in which we're established is awareness and research, events, and patient support. And each one of those points of the organization has a very specific reason. For awareness, the bone marrow transplant that Jackie went through, not once but twice, would have and could have been more successful if more people were on the registry. And part of that arm of the foundation is to raise awareness about bone marrow transplants and about leukemia patients and why it's so important for people to get on the registry. And as far as the research end of things go, in the last 10 years since Jackie's passed, we've made a lot of progress in researching leukemia and specifically ALL. And one of those patient samples was Jackie's. And we've been able to make a lot of determining factors about what happened, why she was sick, and throughout the course of her treatment, what could have been improved, and how we can personalize medicine to help the next person. And from the patient support end of things, that's been absolutely critical. One of the things that Jackie's has wanted us, and one of the things that we had promised her that we would do, was to help other families, other people that were put in our situation. And as people are going through a fight like that, one of the things that we want to ensure is that they are able to focus on their sister or their daughter or their loved one. The events are the most fun. The events, we get to meet with people, we get to host, we get to be out in the community, and also get Jackie's name out. And the events are extremely important for those reasons, but additionally, the events bring in the funds that the other divisions and other departments are able to disperse.
Dancers Give Back was started by one of Jackie's teammates at Geneseo and sorority sisters, Allie Deeds.
The Dancers Give Back is one of my favorite events because we get to go and watch the girls dance from all over Western New York, all the different dance studios.
What started out as just an idea and a small event, a concept and fundraiser, really escalated into a nationwide and international movement which has raised almost in excess of $500,000 or $1 million or more, and engaged so many people who now know Jackie's name and are helping other patients and other families in their hometowns and their cities, just like Allie started here in Buffalo.
Cruise Against Cancer. Well, the car show was started by Jackie's big brother, TJ.
We'll go through a standard car show. We have great baskets and giveaways, but the best part is the actual cruise at the end. When everyone gets in their cars, lines up, and takes that cruise down to Roswell to do the check presentation.
I love volunteering at the cruise. I love being there. There's so many, like the energy is really upbeat. It's usually warm and sunny. Everyone's just in a great mood, and it just is a lot of fun.
A lot of people get involved, a lot of awesome cars, and we raise some good money for Roswell, so it's a lot of fun.
Jackie Hirsch Memorial Challenge just completed its 10th year in January. It used to just be called the Buffalo Challenge, but when Jackie passed away, we dedicated the meet to her. And it has grown in the past 10 years. We used to run about 200 to 250 children through the meet over a weekend, and currently we're running about 600 over a 3-day period. The meet runs at our gym, and 100% of the proceeds from the entry fees goes directly to the foundation. We were looking for a way, after Jackie died, to celebrate her life and her legacy, and at one of our family meetings for the foundation, A couple months after she passed away, Danielle came up with the idea of having a formal dinner dance and calling it the Tinkerbell because of Jackie's love all things Tinkerbell. And we decided it would be a night to celebrate her life with some of Jackie's favorite things.
Basically everything Jackie stood for. It's fun, music, dancing, good food. Everybody dresses up, has a good time, and it's a great event to raise a lot of money for the foundation.
And just to think of Jackie, feel like Jackie's there, it's just, to me, one of my favorite nights of the entire year.
And it's good to see so many people enjoying themselves and celebrating Jackie's life and the foundation's work.
We wanted to bring the foundation to a next level, have a permanent home, knowing that we were here in the community to stay and fight against cancer until there wasn't any more cancer.
The foundation building was just something that we so desperately needed. We totally outgrew Sharon and Tori's family room, and we just got bigger, and just like everything else we're doing, we're just growing by incredible amounts. And it was just a great building to put up, and now we're able to have meetings there. We're able to have people come in and do the work that we need to do.
If this was going to be an organization, it's going to be long-standing in the community, we need to have a more permanent presence. And with the addition of this building, we've had the opportunity to now have a home for the foundation and establish and affirm our commitment to the community, our commitment to Jackie, and our commitment to eradicating leukemia.
Good Hope is a brick sidewalk right outside of the foundation. It has some small bricks. It also has 12 by 12 granites on it that people are able to purchase and put on whatever type of message they would like.
It's to remember someone, it's to give hope to someone, and it's meaningful and it's there permanent. It's not something that's going to go away. To read people's thoughts and hopes and dreams and prayers and memories. It's a beautiful thing.
The dedication to a room in Jackie's name at Oshai Children's Hospital was one of our largest endeavors, and because of Jackie's love for children and what this meant to the community of having this hospital available, we wanted to be a part of that.
So this room on that floor is very family friendly, and it's a beautiful room, and it's an honor to have Jackie's name and the foundation's name outside that door.
I think the foundation has made a significant difference in the community in the area of patient support, patient and family support. Even though all the functions that we have in the foundation are fundraisers to support cancer research, trying to find a cure, I think the other aspect of it is providing support to the families while they're going through such a terrible time.
Our foundation is in a good position to be able to help families when they come to us without having to go through a lot of red tape.
If we hear of a family that's in need that has a child who's in the hospital, we have been, we just write a check a lot of times and just help them out so that they have grocery money, gas money.
People call and they need help with airline fare to get to treatments, if they need help with mortgages or car payments or medications. It is such a wonderful feeling to be able to write a check to people and help them out.
I remember a specific family one time at Christmas time, and we just bought tons of things for them at Toys R Us so that their children had some type of Christmas. One of my favorite ones is the gift card giveaway that we do at Roswell Park. And the people are so appreciative. They can't believe that we just walk into the room and give them money.
I'm so proud of all of the support we give to families and patients, because that's what Jackie would do. Jackie was always the first one to help.
I think it's made a huge difference in patients' lives with research on cancer. Like, I think it's gone above and beyond anything any of us imagined it would happen, what would happen with it. but it's definitely speaks a lot about Jackie and how many people loved her and how much she's missed and how much we'll never let her be forgotten.
Be able to see that and see Jackie's legacy living on outside of just the people who knew her, I think is really powerful.
It's such an honor to be a part of it, to watch what the foundation has done, what the Hirsches have done, like in such a short period of time, really. It's just absolutely amazing, and it just kind of takes your breath away.
Looking back 10 years on this foundation, from its inception to the growth it's had over the 10 years and how the disbursement of funds raised has expanded beyond a single focus on research. And I think it's people like everyone in this room and others who aren't here who have made that possible and will continue to allow this growth to occur.
Our family and friends have been with us for 11 years. And there has never been a day that we haven't felt blessed and thankful for everybody who's in our lives. That was the one gift that Jackie left us that we will always be thankful for, and that was the gift of friends and family.
I feel like there really aren't any words that I can say that would ever be enough to thank the family and friends and even strangers that have supported us in this.
We couldn't have done this or any part of this without all of your help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope you all will continue to believe with us.
Believe with us.
Believe with us.